Hey guys, and welcome to day 5. I'm really excited. It's one hand of whole episodes. And today I would like to tell you a story about what I learned in my past 2 years as a self employed freelancer and business owner, and my whole mission why I actually am doing those episodes and how you can profit from it. Some time ago, I had a dream about the company I created. And in this company, many people worked that fulfilled their dream by doing what they love. So they really were passionate about one thing they wanted to change in life and for the whole world actually, and then do just this so they can be their best version of themselves and also serve and help as many people as possible with their talent. And this vision created a goal in my head to create the vision and the mission of create your path. That's actually also how I named my agency. My agency is named CYP Media, and the CYP stands for Create Your Path. So I was always a fan of creating your own reality and creating something that you really enjoy doing. And I also believe in that you had some place or reason why you appeared in this world. And I think there's nothing better than taking that place in life and just fulfilling it with all your life and energy and love and happiness. You could even call it meaning of life in a sense, but actually my belief is that the meaning of life is to make deep, meaningful experiences, and everything else will just come naturally. So I still, in my youth, saw a lot of talented people, and I always talked with them, and we dreamed about creating our own businesses or maybe even just work, right? And work environment. So, as I talked to a lot of those people, I always saw how their light in their eyes lighted up and fired up. And I just love talking to those people. And after some time, after years passed by and school went by and people began to enter the normal state of life or the normal phase of life, being an adult, I just saw that that light disappeared. And as often as I met my friends, I just heard that all of the dreams were basically gone. So, and everyone settled for a 9 to 5 job that wasn't even close to their dreams. So, the thing that really moved me and gave me the motivation to do anything was this vision, but also the deprivation that came from a usual 9 to 5 job. So, yes, I ended up in the same place as my colleagues and the people I wished that there was more purpose for and more of the realization of their dreams. And maybe you know it too, but when you're young, you're partying a lot, and this is your catalyst of living the dream life you always wanted, at least from the feeling standpoint, from the experience standpoint, and maybe even being happy. But as time passed by, I just saw that this can't be the solution. So I quit my job to pursue my dreams actually. And this was a big step for me because I wouldn't say I'm the safe kind of person, but I always knew that if I would take that path, then I would need to go full in and all in because you can't take business lightly, right? Everyone's talking about the hustle, and I know there's a lot of gurus out there that are saying you can be efficient and just make with 5 hours a great business and 5 hours per week, by the way. A great business. And yeah, we're rich, but I think this is just a delusion or the exception, I would call it. So basically, most of the time, I would say you would have to go through a lot of experience and a lot of failing till you reach that point where you had so many trials and errors that you exactly know what works best. And then you get an expert at this industry or at this practice, and then from there on it goes well. So yes, my goal is to go through all of that practice and all of the trial and error. And then my wish is to meet a lot of people that have some of that light in their eye left, some of that light and wanting to pursue their dreams. That would mean the world for me. And I definitely know that there are some people out there that are the same like me, that want to create something, that want to make the world a better place, basically, and also put their life in a better place, right? Not only financially wise, but also from a fulfillment standpoint, mentally, maybe even spiritually. And yes, I would love to take that part in that journey and help you reach that goal faster, right? Because I know this journey can take pretty much time, and it can also be pretty hard and pretty frustrating and devastating and everything else. But I'm here to stay, and I'm here to say, yes, it's possible. Even if I see my last videos, I have little to no views. A friend of mine just talked to me and told me that he saw one of my videos and he was very happy. One of my best friends, actually, Mark, if you see this, love you, man. And I know I'm just at the beginning, and this will be a path on its own because I was 2 years a web designer. So content creation is definitely not my mastery and not my best skill, right? So now I just want to tell you why I'm on this way and why I think content creation in itself is a beautiful opportunity to fulfill your dreams. Because I did enjoy the last 2 years, but while I did enjoy it, I also had some moments where I just thought that it could be definitely a little bit more easy. And those were the things about sales and getting clients, because first of all, if you start out, how are you getting your clients and how can you pay your bills with which money, right? So starting out, I would definitely say reaching out to all of your contacts in your phone on social media is the best way to start, because even if you just let those people know, make, as Gary Vee once said, make a video where you record yourself and say, hi guys, I'm trying to fulfill and pursue my dreams. I'm really passionate about this topic and I want to try to help you with this and this. If you are like just in my contact list and I haven't contacted you in a while, I'm really sorry. This shouldn't be spammy in any way. I just wanna tell you that I'm pursuing this, and if you are interested in this, just let me know and let's have a chat. Something like this. I'm probably also not the best and definitely not good like Gary Vee. Maybe you can find this video somehow on YouTube. But I think this is actually the best way. Even better would be writing each person individually, so you can, like the Hormozi warm outreach method, just see where they are at and pay a little bit of your social duty and ask how they are, ask where they are at, be a little interested in their life, because many people maybe even don't have that many people that hear their story or just ask how they are. So this is definitely a good start to just give them the opportunity to talk a little bit and give them the acknowledgement of where they are at, and just make other people a little bit happy, and then maybe you can also ask for something, but you don't even need to ask them, right? You can just say that you're doing something, and if they know anyone that would profit from that skill or service. So I would have loved to know this, by the way, with the warm outreach. I just went out to some networking events in Vienna and tried to meet any people and talk to them. But I would always say to myself that I was an introvert. So this wasn't really the easiest way, because I really had to overcome my fears and just go there, don't overthink, and talk to some people and ask what they are doing and stuff like that. For some people, they are just socially skilled and born in a way where they interact pretty easily. I wasn't such a person. It's okay. I'm getting there now, slowly and easy. And I always think, like, I learned this somewhere: if you ever have a social interaction event or even want to talk to a stranger, the best thing is to refer to something you see around you guys. So this could be their clothing, their how they speak, what language, how they act, how someone around you acts, environment where you're in, like a gym. You can ask them questions to teach you something if you saw something that they are doing really good. Like, there are many ways, but just refer to anything environmental or your surroundings and you will be fine. To break the ice in a normal way, I would say. So I'm drifting a little bit along. I don't want to make this too long, but I just want to say that for me, if I would start out, definitely start out with warm outreach, but I would start with making content from the beginning. Because guys, you can't even believe how much easier life is if you are putting out content, helping people, building a community, and then you are getting all of your leads from those communities. And maybe even at some point you don't even have to make content anymore. I mean, I would definitely suggest you to keep making content, because you can open up even more doors or even get paid in some platforms if you reach a certain point. But it will always be so much easier because you are drawing in your leads and not reaching out to them. And this is a whole new level on working on leads, because they already know who you are. They already trust you. Maybe they even like your story, perspectives, and services. So you don't have to sell them. You already sold them through your content. And then you basically just have to close them, which is very, very convenient. Let's just say it like that. So this, and also the point of just connecting with people all over the world, because I know that being an entrepreneur can be pretty lonely, especially if everyone around you is in a 9-to-5 job and they just don't understand why you are giving up so much time and giving so much effort to reach a goal that is not even close to you, maybe, and why you are letting them down on the social events or even meetups, and not hang out with your friends anymore because you want to work on your business and reach another phase in your life, or just be somewhere else financially. And I really much understand this. I've been working like probably up to 50 hours and more each week now. And some of days are 8 to 14 hours, while working 8 hours is probably the minimum. And I also reached a point where I don't even know if I can work anymore, because you feel burned out. And of course, if you're doing so much and if you're giving it your all, you probably reach the point at some time because maybe you didn't balance it out correctly. And I wouldn't recommend it, that guys, for real. Like, stay balanced, take your time off, do some sports. I always love to do sports. It's the best way because you stay healthy, you give your body also something to work, and the clarity after sports is just the best. If you have any fears or you are overthinking about quitting and stuff like that, you are not motivated at all, do some sports and you will definitely feel better afterwards. Yes, to round it up and conclude everything, I love the journey and I will definitely give you some insights on the web design skills I learned over the time, but I would suggest you, if you are starting out, to start content immediately. Look at my other videos. I have some great videos about finding your content niche that you can find in the screen after the video. And I also have free tips that help me a lot to start out with content. So guys, it was a pleasure to tell you my story. I hope you could learn a little bit about yourself, and I hope I can join you on your way when you are creating your path. Thank you for your attention and time. This means a lot to me, and have a great day.